Okay, pyrogenum. Pyrogenum, the potencies are prepared from heats 3 days of composed beef have been used by the author. So this is prepared from the decomposed beef, decomposed beef, and it is used for the septic fever. It is used for the septic fever and sequelae. So here in septic fevers, generally in septic fevers, generally violent intermingled chill. So violent chill intermingled with heat and sweat. So here sweating also present. Here sweating also present. So sweating with chill or sometimes dry heat. If dry heat present, there is marked aching in the limbs. Dry heat with marked aching in the limbs. And patient is restlessness. Patient is restlessness and ameliorated by motion and heat. So the patient is ameliorated by motion and heat. So generally septic fevers. In septic fevers, the patient having chill with heat and sweat. Chill with heat and sweat, or sometimes dry heat with marked aching in the limbs. So patient is restlessness. So why? Because uh, the symptoms are aggravated by motion. So motion will give him relief. That's why constantly he moves. Constantly he moves. So patient. So we can say the patient in the condition of restlessness and also ameliorated by heat. And also you can see in this bruised condition. So bruised condition like arnica and baptisia. So like arnica and baptisia, in this drug also sore bruised condition. The aching in the bones like epithelium. So the other name for the epithelium is the bone set. So in pyrogenum also there is pain in the bones. So like arnica and baptisia, there is bruised condition, sore bruised condition, and like epithelium, there is pain in bones. And so these pains are ameliorated by motion and also patient in a condition of restlessness. And also this is ameliorated by heat. So other drug like Rustax, in Rustax also the patient having the physical restlessness and pains are ameliorated by motion and also first movement aggravation. But in this first movement there is no aggravation, but in Rustax there is first movement aggravation. So in pyrogenum also restlessness is present and ameliorated by motion. In pyrogenum, all the pains aggravated by sitting. So all the pains are aggravated by sitting. Complaints come on from becoming cold. So whenever he is exposed to cold or whenever he is exposed to cold damp weather, all the pains are aggravated. And generally these features are present in the hectic fevers in the last stage of disease and also in septic fevers. In septic fevers means the temperature is very high. The temperature is very high and also you can give this medicine in purpural fever. So during purpurium, if the fever present, in purpureal fever also high fever you can see. So whenever you give this medicine in purpureal fever, within few hours clearly cure or clearly vanish the fever. And also you can give in the typhoid fever. So for the typhoid fever, other drug is Baptisia. Sometimes you may confuse. Sometimes you may confuse it. So in typhoid fever also we can give this pyrogenum, and also in Baptisia. So when we have to give the Baptisia, when we have to give the pyrogenum. So the temperature, if the temperature is intense, too intense, you have to give the pyrogenum. Otherwise, you can give the Baptisia. So when we have to give the pyrogenum, if the temperature reaches 106 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? So if the temperature reaches 106 degrees Fahrenheit, even in typhoid, you have to give the pyrogenum. So if it is less than 104, 104, 103, you can give the Baptisia. And also in Baptisia, you can see the white coated tongue. White coated tongue. and and also along with the temperature, along with the 106 degrees Fahrenheit temperature, there is great soreness and aching in this remedy will make great changes in a single day. So if the temperature is 106, definitely there will be change in the body because it causes the great soreness. Great soreness. So within one day there will changes in the body. Even though the pains are present, chills are present, everything is present. But pains are relieved by motion and heat. If the pains are relieved by motion and heat, if you give this pyrogenum, this will abort the fever. This will abort the fever. And so if the fever increases, definitely there is increase of pulse. So pulse is extremely high and not corresponding with temperature. Not corresponding with temperature. So generally every increased 10 beats there is increase of 1 degree of Fahrenheit temperature. But in the pyrogenum there is no corresponding. So even less temperature, you may see the high pulse rate. So then sometimes even high pulse rate, high temperature is present, there is less pulse rate is may be present. Then you have to use this medicine and it will give very good relief. So there is no the temperature not correspondingly with the pulse. On the other hand, when pulse and temperature are out of rhythm, either way this remedy should be considered if the case is septic cause. So what is the cause for the lack of correspondence between the temperature and pulse? It is due to the septic fever. It is due to the septic fever. And great pain when the flow from the open abscess become scanty. So the abscess also there is accumulation of pus, accumulation of pus or pus contained cavity. So generally, if you open the abscess, the pus comes out very less amount and causes more pain. more pain, and more pain is present. So violent pain in an abscess. So violent burning in an abscess. Violent burning pain in an abscess. So there is burning, violent burning. And here you can think of anthracynum, anthracynum, arsenic, tarantula, tuberculosis. In these drugs also, you can see the burning, intense burning or violent burning in abscess. Whenever you open the abscess, the less amount of the pus comes out, and also offensiveness. Offensiveness is present, and even putrid and cadaveric odors of the body. Putrid and cadaveric odors of the body. So whatever the discharges, so even breath, sweat, and all discharges, breath, sweat, and discharges are cadaveric odors and putrid odor, and fevers from spear gas poisoning. So that was, so spear gas means it is the poisonous gas. It causes the septic fever. So fevers from spear gas poisoning, erysipelas from infection, and surgical fevers. Due to during surgery, there may be infection causes the septic fever, and also erysipelas. So erysipelas also having the severe temperature and redness. So infection is more. Generally, the temperature increases and more causes fevers. Also, after surgeries, the patient may develop fevers due to infection. So, in these conditions, if you give this pyrogenum, it will cure the this fever, or it reduces the fever, and it also useful in the many chronic complaints, many complex, chronic complaints. So previously, if the patient having septic conditions, previously the patient having the septic conditions which is in the chronic stage, so if you give this pyrogenum, it will cure the chronic septic conditions, and also purpural fevers, purpural fevers, purpural fever many years ago. So again, if she, so previous history of purpural fever in the female, if she explained about this symptom, so in later or after some years, she may come with the fever. So this fever is not, it is not reduced by other medicines. Then you can think of this. You can think of this pyrogenum. And sometimes a young man of good inheritance suffered from blood poison and poor recovery. So sometimes the blood contains some pyrogens. Some pyrogens means some toxic pyrogens. So many medicines they may have used, but there is poor recovery or for several years, and also he was affected with abscesses in various parts of the body. The if the patient is pale and silky, or pale, silky and sickly, rheumatic and stiff, and sometimes you may see the abscess of cough. Cough means CALF cough, and in the calf muscles or in the calf area, there may be development of shock very slowly and forming. It took, if you give the pyrogenum, there is rapid and complete recovery. So if you give pyrogenum, there is rapid and complete recovery. So here you need not open the abscess, but these are dissolved, and he has remained in the good health. Okay, so no need of open up this abscess. So, and also you can give in Bright's disease. You can give this medicine in Bright's disease. This could be treated to septic origin. So Bright's disease, if the Bright's disease is the, if the septic origin, so if you give this drug, it will cure the Bright's disease and threatening heart failure due to septic condition. So the septic condition or the toxins may affect the heart function. Sometimes it threatening of heart. So threatening heart failure in septic conditions, and also zymotic fevers. You can give this drug, and in this drug you can see the septic hemorrhages. Septic hemorrhages, when blood is dark, it will often save the life in the most of dangerous rapid septic fevers. So here, due to sepsis, the heart failure may be occur, and zymotic fevers and septic hemorrhages. If you give this drug, you can see the good recovery. You can see the good recovery, and also you can give in the dangerous and rapid septic fevers. Dangerous and rapid septic fevers. And this patient having the aquacity, he can think and talk faster than ever before. So during fever, he thinks and talk faster. So in normal condition, all these are normal. So let's talking normal. But in during fever, the patient developed loquacity and also think, he can think and talk faster than ever before, especially during fever. And this patient is irritable due to the toxemia, delirium and confusion of mind, delirium and confusion of mind about his body and limbs. So this condition you can see in the bacteria. Both are having a high fever, but more fever, more fever in the pyrogenum than the bacteria. Okay, next. Sensation as though he covered the whole bed. So while he may lie on the bed, but he is having the sensation he covered the whole bed. So his limbs are extended, feeling, but he is very normally he is lying on bed, but he feel or he is having the sensation as though he covered the whole bed. Her head was on the pillow, so she knew her head is on the pillow, but did not know where the rest of the body was. So actually, the patient feels their head present on the pillow, but they don't know where the rest of the body was. So that's why he is having the sensation as though he covered the whole bed. feels when lying on one side, she is one person, and another when turning on the other side. So she feels or he feels when lying on one side, he is one person, and another when turning on the other side. So if he lie on one side, he feels one side. Whenever turning to other side, he feels that another person is present on the bed. So this is one type of a feeling. This is one type of mental condition, and sensation as though crowded with arms and legs. Crowded with arms. So he feels many legs and many arms. Here the symptoms are much like baptisia, but if the temperature runs very high in baptisia, will not meet the so well as pyrogenum. Okay, symptoms like are much like baptisia, but in this the temperature is very high. That's why here the baptisia not useful. So if you see the baptisia and pyrogenum, there is how can you differentiate? The symptoms are all are same, but the temperature. If you take the temperature, then the pyrogenum is very high. Okay, done. So now let us discuss about the head 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 symptoms. Violent congestion of the head with pressing pain and pulsation. So here violent congestion of the head with pressing pain and pulsation. So cause is there is increase of heart rate, increase of heart rate or some congestion. So accumulate or the vessels are dilated and pooling of the blood. So there is congestion of the head with pressing pain and having the pulsations ameliorated by pressure. Ameliorated by pressure, copious sweat on the head, pain in the occiput on coughing, in the morning on waking. So the cough present in the morning. So in the morning on walking. In the morning on walking, the pain in the occiput and also on coughing. The eyeballs are sore, so sore to touch on turning them outwards or upwards. So eyeballs are sore to touch or on turning them outward and upwards. And septic bleeding from nose. Septic bleeding from nose. Fan-like motion of LNSA. Face pale, sunken, and covered with cold sweat, and cheeks red and burning hot. So these are the symptoms of the head and the face. Now let us discuss about the mouth. The mouth is foul and the taste putrid. The tongue is coated and brown streak down the center, and shards on the teeth, and putrid water from mouth, and also vomiting of bile, blood of putrid masses, vomits water when it becomes warm in the stomach, and coffee ground vomiting, coffee ground vomiting, thirst for cool drinks during chill and heat, after drinking cold drink, Whenever it reaches the body temperature, again there is the vomiting. There is the vomiting. And abdomen, distension and great sensitiveness of abdomen. So here you can see the inflammation of the peritoneum. So peritoneum means so any uh, internal perforations are present, the gastric juices are all this causes the septic condition. Or other conditions also inflammation causes the inflammation of peritoneum, intestines and uterus and of septic origin, rumbling in bowels, pain on deep breathing, pain on deep breathing, cutting, colicky pain, pain in the right side. So pain in the right side going through the back. Pain in the right side going through the to the back, aggravated on every motion and taking and breathing, talking and breathing. So pain in the right side going through the back, aggravated on every motion, talking and breathing, and ameliorated by lying on right side and lying on lying on right side and copious liquid putrid stools. Copious liquid putrid stools, involuntary stools, and profuse watery painless stools, and stools carrion like the difficult constipated stool, also like carrion in water. And so in the loose stools like that, and constipation with hard, dry, black, putrid stools, small ball legs, olives, and putrid, bloody stools, soft, narrow stools with great straining, hemorrhage from bowels. So, if diarrhea and so loose stools and constipation both are present. If loose stools are present, they are carrion-like, profuse, watery, painless stools, involuntary stools, and copious liquid putrid stools. Okay. If constipation present with dry, hard, black putrid stools, small black like balls like olives, putrid bloody stools, and the stool is soft, narrow stools with great straining hemorrhage from bubbles. Now urine. Urine is scanty or suppressed, red deposit, hard to wash off, albuminous urine containing casts and putrid urine, and frequent calls to urinate as the fever comes on, intolerable tenesmus of the bladder, spasmodic contractions involving the rectum and ovaries and broad ligament, okay, and involuntary urine and stool in septic fevers. So here involuntary urine and stool during septic fevers, and in women uterine hemorrhages. These are putrid, scanty, and lochia also, scanty lochia, suppressed lochia, and violent chill with purpural fever. And menses lasting 1 day, then bloody leukorrhea, septic fever following abortion, prolapses of uterus, prolapses of uterus, and chest wheezing when expiring, chest complaints, wheezing present when expiring, weak and husky voice and hoarseness, and cough with large masses of mucus from larynx, and this aggravated by motion and warm room. Cough causes burning in larynx and bronchi and thick virulent putrid expectoration, and cough aggravated by lying and by emulated by sitting up, bloody or rusty expectoration, bloody or rusty expectoration, cough with copious offensive night sweats. It is a great palliative in last weeks of consumption, abscess in lungs, heart failure, in septic fevers, aggravated by wrist motion, every pulsation felt in distant parts, anxiety and sinking sensation in heart, and distant consciousness of the heart, aching at the bifurcation of the trachea, oppression of chest and heart, fullness in the region of heart, feels as if heart were pumping cold water. So sensation as if heart were pumping cold water. Palpitation, palpitation, loud heartbeats, sensation of hurrying of the heart, and rapid irregular fluttering pulse. Rapid irregular fluttering pulse. Now let us discuss about the back. Pulsation in the neck, pulsation in the neck, weak feeling in the back and stitching in the back on coughing, pain in all the limbs with great restlessness, aching in bones all over the body, soreness of the muscles, and that feels hot, emulated by motion. Next, let us discuss about limbs. Cold extremities, numbness of extremities, hands and arms numb, hands cold and clammy, pain in the thighs during chill and fever, pain in the knees and legs during the chill and fever, emulated from walking and from heat, aching in legs while sitting, emulated by walking. Aching above knees as if bone were broken, emulated by stretching of limbs and motion, feet and legs dropsical, numbness of feet, skin pale, cold, of ashy hue, obstinate varicose, offensive ulcers of old people. It has cured many old fevers, sores with putrid and thin bloody discharges, carrion like stools and perspiration, putrid waters of the body, and he must covered in all the stages, chill emulated by warm bed, chillies coming in the evening, generally at 7 p.m. The periodicity is regular, cold sweat on the body, hot sweat with high temperature. The sleep is full of full of frightful dreams, persistent thoughts prevent sleep, suffocation in the sleep, cries out in sleep from oppression of the chest. So these are the symptoms of pyrogenum.